Hello Wolfpack, quick little video here on whether Ethereum can actually flip Bitcoin in this cycle. And before I get into it, I'm not talking about whether it can definitively flip Bitcoin and hold above that point. I'm talking about whether it can just get above there, even for a day. And the answer is it's very, very possible. Okay, it's not unlikely at all. Which is not what you would hear from probably a major part of the cryptocurrency community. Obviously, there's people here on the Ethereum side who would scream for it. There's people on the Bitcoin side who would scream against it. Bitcoin's going to be number one forever. And although I agree more with the Bitcoin side, I think Bitcoin is going to be number one forever because I don't think flipping Bitcoin for 3 days means anything. I do agree that there is a strong possibility. I wouldn't say it's more likely, but I'd say there's at least a strong possibility that Ethereum could actually flip Bitcoin. So let's compare cycles here. We can't compare to 2017, right? Because if we saw an altcoin season right now, which is the implication, we saw it right now, it would not be the same as 2017, right? Because we're at significantly lower levels in terms of returns, right? We would see an altcoin season very similar to the one we had in May, right? And the one we had in May was a dead cat bounce on Bitcoin from the 25th of April to the 12th of May. Now, the good thing about that is we don't even have to adjust it for diminishing returns because we're at the same price point. So the 25th of April to the 12th of May, you can see Bitcoin basically did nothing. It moved up, let's see, probably around 21%, and Ethereum in that same time period went absolutely parabolic and moved up, let's see, probably, well, around 98%, 99%, okay? So it's pretty clear it was an altcoin season. Ethereum went crazy. If you went on the Bitcoin dominance chart, you would have seen that Bitcoin dominance dropped massively in that time period. Now, I've done the calculations beforehand in terms of market cap, and the valuation brings us on Bitcoin, right? If we saw those same price movements, 21% up on Bitcoin and 98% up on Ethereum, it would bring us from current price points to a market cap for Bitcoin of around 1.1 trillion USD, right? 1.1 trillion, okay? Ethereum, you know, at the peak, assuming the same thing happens, it would bring Ethereum to a market cap of somewhere in the 905 billion, so 9.5 billion range, okay? Sorry, not 9.5 billion. I don't know what I'm talking about there. 950 billion, right? So the point of the matter is that the difference between 1.1 trillion and 950 billion may be a lot of capital, right? A vast amount of capital, but it's only 150 billion USD, which is only, probably what, 10, 15%. So, at the peak of the altcoin season, according to this, and assuming that May is exactly the same now as it would be in this altcoin season, Ethereum would get very, very close to Bitcoin, and all it would take is one piece of news, one catalyst. It could be Ethereum 2.0, it could be something that happens within, something, whatever. It could be hype, could be people getting into altcoins at a much faster rate, people losing trust in Bitcoin because the chart looks way more manipulated than Ethereum. The point is, it is very possible, although according to my data analysis here, which is very preliminary, right? It's not, going to happen according to that analysis, but the point is a 15% margin, 10 to 15% margin is not a lot, right? If we take into account what would happen in terms of news, in terms of events, it is very, very possible that Ethereum could actually flip Bitcoin quite briefly in this cycle. Now, obviously, that doesn't really mean anything on a larger scale, but, Ethereum maintaining above Bitcoin would mean a lot, right? Because then we would lose the whole 4-year cycle theory. And I'm not talking about 4-year cycle theory in relation to bull market. I'm talking about 4-year cycle in general, right? Whether you believe the bull market ends in December or not is not actually the 4-year cycle theory. The 4-year cycle theory is that we have 3 years of bear market, 1 year of bull market, and the bull market starts after the halving. That's the 4-year cycle theory. If Bitcoin is number 2, the whole cryptocurrency market dynamic would be changed because we wouldn't have bull markets after the halving, and the halving for Bitcoin would matter a lot less, right? The market would be led by Ethereum. There's always going to be market leaders in cryptocurrency, right? It's not like traditional stocks, right? Where there's always going to be massive market leaders. And I guess there is market leaders in stocks as well, but not to the same extent as crypto, right? You see Bitcoin going up, Bitcoin goes down 5%, altcoins will go down 10%, right? It's very, very, very simple in cryptocurrency. It's not like that in the stock market at all. Now, look, as I've said before, I don't think there's no doubt in my mind that Bitcoin, there's no doubt in my mind that Bitcoin won't remain number one. It will remain number one, right? It will remain number one, and it will stay in that position at least for the foreseeable future, right? I don't see Bitcoin falling to Ethereum. However, in the madness of an altcoin season, it wouldn't surprise me at all if there is a massive push amongst the crypto community, amongst the retail community in cryptocurrency to get Ethereum over Bitcoin, and just using a data analysis between, the the miniature altcoin season we saw earlier this year, where there was no real hype about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. When there is the hype about it and people start rushing into Ethereum thinking it's going to flip Bitcoin forever, it could very well happen. So I think people should clear the mental block in their mind that says Bitcoin number one always. No. It is very possible, not only from a data perspective, but also from a human psychology perspective of people FOMOing into Ethereum because they think it's going to be the next number one, right? That Ethereum could actually flip Bitcoin. It could definitely happen briefly, right? And it wouldn't actually mean too much, right? Maybe it would have some sort of effect on people's confidence in Bitcoin, I guess. But on a longer term scale, it wouldn't actually mean too much. Maybe it's something that actually needs to happen, right? Maybe it's something that needs to happen. Maybe if it does happen, maybe the market will be less reliant on Bitcoin and all of my altcoin trades wouldn't get ruined every 3 seconds by Bitcoin dropping, right? That would be ideal, right? That'd be the best case scenario. And I think everyone can kind of sympathize with that a little bit. But, I don't think Bitcoin will lose that position forever. For a few days at the most, it could possibly happen. We'll be keeping an eye on it. It'll be very interesting, right? It'll go down in history for sure. And that's basically the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to kind of clear up some stuff around that, because a lot of people have been talking about that for over a year now, or maybe even years now. And I just want to say that, it's possible. It's possible in a short-term way. It's definitely possible. And we shouldn't think otherwise, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.